Channel. Today in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to do type conversions in Python programming language. Type conversions means changing the data type of one variable into another data type, suppose int to float, float to int, in such via these functions. So in this tutorial what we are gonna do is we are going to use inbuilt functions for change type conversions. So let's begin with this video. First of all, I'm gonna open the Python IDLE. This is the Python IDLE. Let's begin. Suppose I want to give int and I provide some float value, suppose 23.12. so what it's gonna do is it's going to convert 23.12, that's the float value, into integer. So let's press enter. So as you can see, 23.12 is being represented by 23. So this is the pure integer value. So right, let's have a look at a float, how we use float. So just type in float and suppose provide any integer value. Suppose I'm going to provide 78 and just press enter. So it's returning 78 in the float way, that is 78.0. so in the next we are going to see, suppose I'm going to create one string, suppose 1 equals str, string str up brackets, and within that I'm going to provide suppose 5981 and just press enter. So what it's going to do is it's going to convert 5981, that is the numeric value, into a string. So the fun part of this is suppose you want to play with each character of the numbers. Suppose you want to separately extract 5 or 9 or 8 or 1, whatever you want. So you can do this by converting the number into string. So let's have a look at that. I simply type in str, press enter. It's showing a class string is being created. Suppose I want to extract a particular value, so I will simply type in a string 1, that is the name of my string, and its index type, suppose 1. I want to extract 9, so the index position of 9 in the string is 0, the index position of 5 is 0 and 9 is 1. So as the index position always starts with 0, that's why I want to extract 9. So I simply type in string 1 and 1 and just press enter. So it's going to return 9. So in this way you can extract specific characters from your numbers by converting it into string type. Let's have another look. Suppose this I want to create a tuple. So I will simply type in a tuple. As I said in my previous video that a tuple is always represented by a bracket. So I will type in, suppose this is a tuple and just press enter. So it's representing each character separately within a single quotes. As you can see, spaces is also represented within a single quotes. So it gives index position to a spaces also. So as you can see, the tuple is being represented by brackets. So let's have a look. A list is always represented in square brackets. So I will simply type in, this is a list. Just press enter. As you can see, a square bracket is being used to denote a list. So a tuple is always represented by brackets and a list is always represented by square brackets. So in this way you can create tuples and lists. Now we are going to have a look at another functions, that is a built-in functions for type conversions in Python programming language. So this is one of my favorite functions, that is a chr. So it's going to return you the ASCII value for the it's going to return you, suppose you provide an ASCII value, suppose I'm going to provide a 65. So it's going to return which value or the variable is corresponds to 65. Suppose I print and enter. So a 65 represents A in ASCII. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So the capital A is being represented by an ASCII value 65. So in this way you can create, suppose I type in chr, what does I would like to see is what does suppose 90 represents. Press enter. So a 90 represents a capital Z, capital Z, you can see. So in this way you can find the you can supply the ASCII value and know which variable or the expressions or the character represents corresponding to the specified ASCII value. So let's have a look at another function, that is ORD. What it's gonna do is, suppose I provide as capital value Z, capital Z. So it's going to return me the ASCII value of the supplied character. So just I press enter. So in this way, as you can see in the previous function, we provided the ASCII value and it returned the corresponding character. So in the using the ORD function, you can supply the character and you can get in return the ASCII value for that corresponding character. So these are all functions in Python programming language. Suppose you want to return the hex code. Suppose I want the hex code of, suppose 950. So I press in enter. It returns the hex code, that is a 3, small b and 6, and the 0x in the initial is always returned whenever you fetch the hex code of any character or the numeric values. So this is by default provided in the hex code. Next, suppose I want the octal value of 950. So I will simply type in 950, just press enter. This is the octal value of 950. In this way you can, there are many more functions in Python programming language. These are all handy with you. Suppose I want the binary, so I will simply type in binary, that is bin, and 950, and just press enter. You get the binary value of 950. So these are all the functions in Python programming language which you can use for developing your applications. So I think this is a cool thing that Python programming language has provided to us. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.